Hi Havel Hawks, it's Mrs. Tupper, and I wanted to welcome you to the 2021-2022 school year. I'm actually sitting outside of the building right now. This is a wonderful way to get outside, get some sunshine in, and have a chance to connect with you. If you hear the cars in the background or a beep of a horn, I have already done 8 video retakes, so hopefully this one's gonna stick, but we're gonna kind of keep on pushing through and see what we can make happen. So, in the Hawk Weekly, there's a lot of back to school information. I thought it might be easier for you to hear some of that from me and then go ahead and read and process it versus trying to read it and understand it. So hopefully this will help. And I'm just going to touch on some of the key points. I did want to let you know that last year at the end of the school year, we celebrated the retirements of Mrs. Campion, our speech teacher, Mrs. Kramer, our 5th grade teacher, and Mrs. Berry, our 4th grade teacher. So we do have some new staffing changes and shifts this year. Our teachers are excited and ready to embrace their new grade level content area, and we welcome new teachers to the building as well. So make sure you take a peek at the staff info that is included in the Hawk Weekly with updated teachers as to what grade level and content they're teaching. I've had a lot of questions about the classroom sneak peek that we have traditionally done. We are working through what that's going to look like, keeping some of those safety protocols in mind. We do have our Young Fives date tentatively set, and I'll be communicating that out to our Young Fives. I'm going to be meeting with my kindergarten teachers for a kindergarten meet and greet, and then finalizing the 1st through 6th grade classroom sneak peek as well. So that information, my hope is to get to you within the next week or so. But just keep abreast on social media, check your email, and I will keep you up to date as soon as I can. Mr. Monroe recently sent out a letter to the families that had the Parent Essential Guide in it, and I wanted to highlight a couple of the things that were stated in there because they are also questions that we've been getting in the office. The first one I wanted to talk about is mask wearing. Face coverings are not required for staff and students in our school and work environments. They are a choice for the families. Contact tracing in combination with isolation and quarantine. So the health department is requiring us to do contact tracing and quarantining of students if they have been in direct contact of someone who has tested positive for COVID. The process will look similar to what we did last year for students and our families that were affected by that. We will be communicating that directly to the families impacted, then to the building if we do have positive cases and we have that practice in place. If you have any questions about what that looks like, my office staff would be happy to answer those for you. However, we do realize that it is the responsibility of the school to try to help minimize what that impact might look like if we do have a student who tests positive for COVID-19. So some of the strategies that we have in place are we're going to the maximum extent possible, we're getting creative with our spacing of our students in our classroom, really trying hard to get some 6 feet distance, at least from one side of the classroom or the other. So that way then if there isn't a student who has tested positive, we are limiting the number of students who are affected by that. We also will keep doing our assigned seating charts so that we have the same seating chart and it will mirror to the most extent possible the classroom, the lunchroom, and then all of those transitions that are going to take place within media center, art, music, and gym class. Speaking of gym class, we will be having gym class and gym class in the gym this year. Our lunch will not be like it was last year. We did have the ability to use desks. We will be using our tables. Students will have assigned seats. We'll be cleaning in between, just like we'll be cleaning the classrooms as well. I'll go into a little bit more detail next week about what those lunch procedures and lunch times are. Like I said, there's a lot of information in this one, and I'm just trying to kind of skim the basics and let you know if it's not covered, it's already being thought of and addressed, but we're just finalizing and working through maybe some of those kinks and things in the system, making sure that everything works out. Self-screening. So students and staff are required to self-screen for each day before entering, and the information is included in the Hawk Weekly as well. At this time, we are not able to welcome volunteers into the building. Visits are limited to essential visitors. So as soon as we can, we will welcome our families into the building. Our teachers might get creative and send some projects home, whether it's we need you to cut this out, we need you to trace this for us. So they might look for creative ways to involve our families a little bit in the classroom. Our school times have changed to be 9:20 until 4:10. So the school day will begin at 9:20 and it will end at 4:10 p.m. And you know how I said I'm videoing this and I've done like 8 takes? Well, my son's just surprising me right now with, I think, lunch with his girlfriend Emily. So I know I'm videotaping this, but guys, this is a video. So I'm gonna let you say hi and I'm gonna keep rocking and rolling here. All right, there they are right there. All right, so they're spoiling me with some lunch. Hang on, okay? Our start day is 9:20 to 4:10, and I believe that the half day time will be 9:20 a.m. until approximately 12:20 or 12:24. That time may adjust, but it should be a minimal adjustment for that end time on that half day. The rest of the information that's in the Hawk Weekly is about what some of the processes that we have in place. You will be getting notified of your teacher assignments on Thursday, August the 26th, after 3 p.m. So you'll have that information to the email that you have in PowerSchool. Bus routes are expected to be on the transportation website by Monday, August 23rd. That's a lot of things I just told you, and I don't expect you to remember it, but I'm just kind of going through again some of those highlights that are in this Hawk Weekly because there is a lot of information. If you have any other additional questions, please feel free to contact the office and let us know. They would be happy to help you. They are my experts. Any decision that we make, they are a part of because they are the heart and soul of our building, and they are the first ones that can respond to and answer any of your questions and concerns. So take a peek at all of this info in the Hawk Weekly. We look forward to being able to see everyone soon, and I will update you on some of the other procedures and processes in place for the first day, hopefully by the end of next week, along with some classroom teacher sneak peek opportunities for those students as well. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.